It does look like the Pacific Northwest with the big giant trees. I don't really see specifically the house. I just feel like it's kind of one of these modest, like, summer homes or whatever. Summer cabin, summer home, whatever. They want me to see off into the distance. So, like, from where I'm on this property that feels like it would be like there would be like a summer house there, like a smaller house, or it could even be a decent house or something. But it's the type of area where people would have like second homes, like where they take their kids for the summer and stuff. It has that kind of feeling. I'm not saying that's what it is. It's just the feeling of the vibe of the place. It's very peaceful, very peaceful. I feel like there's a little, like a front porch area, but it's not a raised up porch. They're showing me, and I can't be 100% sure that it's attached to the house on the lake, but I feel like it is. And I feel like it's not a porch that's raised up, like wooden, porch, like on the Craftsman house or whatever. It's more like just flat. It could be brick or something. It's either brick or concrete. It might have like a foot-high kind of brick border around the little area, and then it might be big enough outside the front door to have like a couple chairs where maybe a couple ladies might be sitting and talking or something. It could be a little bigger than that, but that's just a feeling I get. I'm seeing these things and I see bits and pieces. So then if you see it and it's like 10 feet big and you're like, oh no, she said a little porch. No, this is what I see. I see pieces of this front porch. I almost feel like the house may have been, it feels to me, it's definitely built between the 50s and the 70s. I feel like it's a 1-story, but it could be now a 2-story. Like maybe someone came along later and added one more, a bedroom on half the house or whatever. So that's why if I said 1-story and then you see a 2-story and you're like, oh no, that's not it. Well, that's why. It might even still be painted 2 different colors. Like if the bottom story has one color of paint and then that addition has like still, they left it like wood brown where you stain the wood or whatever, something like that. Like I said, they use whatever images they can find in my consciousness, they pull up. So they're standing there scanning my consciousness and pulling up, oh, here's a summer house Donna saw before. Let's show her that one. And then they're like, oh, here's a little detached garage. Let's show Donna these decorations because she one time saw a detached garage like that. But one thing, like with that detached garage, it's definitely detached from the house. You identify that house. There could possibly be an attached garage to the house or attached those carport things. That's possibility. I don't see it, but I don't know. But maybe this thing that looks like a garage and it's about the size of a garage was built to be a workshop, right? For a hobbyist. Because it has a workbench on all 3 sides. And that they show me over and over. So that I know is not just a picture from my mind. That is an important element. So that's another thing about recognizing the level of how much the spirits are emphasizing something over and over and over and over. He's like literally there's a garage and off a building not connected to the little house, the little summer house. It could be a permanent house, but that's the type and style and the feeling I have. That's all. The garage part is not connected to the main house. It's like considered an outbuilding. Okay, so I feel that the wood, you'd recognize it right away because it's like when the siding is plywood, but then they thought they were being decorative, so they would take a 1-inch by 2-inch boards and put them evenly spaced on the outside and then paint the whole thing like that's a kind of decorated garage building. But inside, it's not really meant to park cars, at least the way it's set up, because it has a workbench around 3 sides of it. And it feels like he had the daughter's body on that workbench, and he's literally chopping it up. He's got plastic everywhere, but it seems to me there would be like so much blood evidence there. I'm seeing running around. Okay, so well, I'm getting the feeling of running around. I'm not seeing anyone running around, but I'm getting the feeling of running around. It's a lake. It's a really beautiful lake. It does look like the Pacific Northwest with the big giant trees. I feel like, but I don't see, I feel like there's a cabin behind me.